So I just wanted to look at equivalent fractions in terms of pictures. So I've got this whole rectangle here and it's been split into halves. And I can see that if I split those again, then I can see that actually 2/4, so each of these is a quarter, and 2 of those quarters is the same as a half. So we can compare these easily. So I can know that 1/4 is definitely smaller than a half, but 2/4 is the same as a half. And the same for here. If I split it again further, we've got that each of these little boxes here is 1/8, and these 4/8 is the same as these 2/4 is the same as these 1/2. So let's just write that out. We've got a half is the same as 2/4 is the same as 4/8. These are all exactly the same amount, even though they're different numbers. Now, to keep them equivalent, and equivalent means the same, we need to make sure that whatever we're doing to the top, we do to the bottom. So you can see to get from 1 to 2, I've times by 2, and to get from 2 to 4, I've times by 2 again. So whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. Could do the same here. How have I got from 2 to 4? I've times by 2. How have I got from 4 to 8? I've times by 2. Whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. I could also do it here. So how did I get from 1 to 4? I times by 4. How did I get from 2 to 8? I times by 4. If you've done the same to the top and bottom, they are equivalent fractions. Just have a look at one more. So over here, we've got a third. And if I have a look, if I split this up, so I've split them up even more. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So each of these are sixths. So this is a sixth, and this is a sixth. So that means that a third is equal to 2/6. If I slide down again, so we've got here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So now we've got each of these are twelfths. And it's 4 of those that make up the same as 2/6 and 1/3. So 4/12. All of these are equal. And again, they're equal. They're exactly the same amount because what you've done to the top, you've done to the bottom. I've times by 2 here. I've times by 2 here. I've times by 4 here. I've times by 4 here. What is the fifth equivalent fraction of 3/7? So I'm finding the first, the second, third, fourth, and fifth. So the first is obviously going to be 3/7. Now to get to the second, what I want to be doing is times in by 2. So 3 times 2 is 6, 7 times 2 is 14. So if I want to get to the third, I need to be timesing my numerator and denominator by 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 7 times 3 is 21. If I want the fourth, I need to be timesing my numerator and denominator by 4. 3 times 4 is 12, 7 times 4 is 28. So if I want the fifth equivalent fraction of 3/7, I need to times both the numerator and denominator by 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, 7 times 5 is 35. So what you'll notice is we're going up in their times table, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So this question wants me to find the equivalent fraction. Remember, equivalent fractions, they're exactly the same thing as long as whatever we've done to the top, we've done to the bottom. So I need to think, well, what have I times by here? 7 times what is 35? Well, I need to use my inverse operations. 35 divided by 7 is 5. So I've times by 5 on the top. I need to times by 5 on the bottom. I get 40.